Hi Cryptopeeps, hope you're doing well today on what week we're having, especially here in the UK with the finances and the state of affairs. Wow. Okay, so looking at crypto today, it's 13th of October 2022, and Bitcoin has dropped a couple of grand and is trading right now around about $18,300, so it's looking a bit bad. That's because we got some statements coming out in the US, and we got the problems in the UK with inflation here and our mini budget, which is causing all kinds of problems for the Bank of England. So let's get straight to the news, shall we? I collected several news bites this week, some really interesting stuff. And the first one here on Finbold, 44% of the top 100 public companies now use blockchain amid growing institutional adoption. So that's great news there. And it says, despite occasional setbacks caused by regulatory or macroeconomic hurdles, the blockchain and cryptocurrency industry is growing in adoption and the use cases amongst large global institutional players. Indeed, 44 out of the top 100 public companies by market cap across 6 major sectors are currently actively utilizing blockchain in some form. And there's a great graphic there showing you them. And as you can see, in the tech media, great ones like Intel, Oracle, AMD, Meta, Transcend, Alphabet, Verizon, Adobe, Nvidia. Then we got UPS, PayPal, Visa, American Express, ExxonMobil, Shell, JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Nike, McDonald's, Walmart, Tesla, L'Oreal, and Amazon. So it goes on here specifically, most of these companies, or 36%, belong to the technology, media, and telecom sector. And they include such names as Meta, Salesforce, Adobe, Verizon, Nvidia. And they're followed by the consumer and retail, which is at 20%, and basic materials and industrials. So that's the likes of UPS, PayPal, Visa, Walmart, McDonald's, and Nike. There's lots more charts here if that one interests you. It goes on here to say most of these active institutional users of blockchain and crypto are located in the United States, and that's around about 63% of the market, whereas 12% of them are headquartered in mainland China and Hong Kong, a special administrative region. Lots more data there. I'm only reading the news bites here, so snippets of information. If you want the news in full, the links are down below. Please follow them. Do your research. But very interesting news there, and it's good for the industry all around, especially as you can see with everything else that's happening with the economic turmoil of the world. Next one here on City AM. Parliament, and this is the UK Parliament in the UK here, paves way for blockchain with digital documents bill for the UK's 1.3 trillion trade industry. Goes on to say here, Westminster last night introduced a bill that could see official government documents one day being maintained by the technology behind cryptocurrency, which is blockchain to you guys. The Electronic Trade Documents Bill, approved in the House of Lords yesterday, would allow the digitisation of trade documents in a bid to cut down on the government's reliance on paper. The move to swap paper for digital documents for the UK's 1.3 trillion trade industry is understood to have been accelerated during COVID-19, when the fragility of the supply chains the world over was exposed. The use of paper documents was already being questioned due to its weight, cost, and concerns over sustainability. But as supply chains became heavily impacted during the pandemic, the Electronic Trade Documents Bill, drafted by the Law Commission, has been fast-tracked. It also means the UK could be one of the first major economies to implement a paperless official document policy. Again, there's more information on that one if that one interests you. So have a look at that. Very interesting news. Again, adoption everywhere. Next piece of news here is on Finbold, and it's Samsung announces a private blockchain security system for its smart devices. It says that applications that rely on trust and safety are among those that are beginning to make use of blockchain technology as its potential applications continue to expand. Samsung, the electronics and software giant, announced on October 13th the implementation of a private blockchain-style security system for its smart devices. The purpose of the system, which has been given the name Knox Matrix, is to enhance the safety of an environment that contains several devices by having each smart device monitor the activity of the others and share access data in order to make the process of logging in more advanced through multi-layered mutual monitoring. And again, there's more information here, but it goes on to say, for instance, Samsung asserts that the use of a phone that is linked to another smart gadget, such as a TV or smart air conditioner, would make these items more resistant to being compromised by any threats. So again, we're seeing here lots of stories here showing you adoption again. It's adoption, adoption, adoption. And this is another one, so it's great news. One here that's interesting that I just picked up literally a couple of hours ago. Uniswap Labs valued at 1.66 billion in a 165 million new round of funding. So Uniswap Labs has raised $165 million in a new funding round as the parent firm of the world's largest decentralized exchange looks to broaden its offerings. The Series B funding was led by Polychain Capital, and Uniswap Labs said it's now valued at 1.66 billion because of the new funding. And existing backers at 16Z Crypto, Paradigm, and SV Angel and Variant also participated in the new round of funding. The decentralized exchange commands 64% of all DEX volumes, according to DeFi Llama, and the exchange protocol's token has a market cap of nearly 5 billion despite the market downturn. So have a look at that, and if you own some Uni or if you're thinking of getting some, again, have a look at it in more detail because it seems like they are making some big headways there. The next one here, this is interesting news on Finbold, especially if you own some of this. I own a small amount, so it doesn't worry me too much, but I've always thought this was a major player, so keep an eye on this. So Solana wipes out almost 1.5 billion in a week as network-related hacks mount. Goes on to say here, decentralized finance or DeFi asset Solana is recording significant capital outflow, with the network facing various challenges, including hacks and system outages. The incidents appear to limit Solana's potential to take over established platforms like Ethereum. In particular, as of October 13th, Solana had a market cap of 10.6 billion, representing a drop of over 1.43 billion or 13% from the 12.8 billion recorded on October 6th. So that's within a week. Wow, that's a big drop. Although Solana's sharp drop in market cap correlates with the general downturn in crypto markets, the asset is affected by the increasing related network exploits that have accelerated in recent months. The latest drop comes after the Solana-based DeFi exchange Mango Markets was hit with an exploit of over $100 million, and the incident saw the hackers manipulate the price of Oracle data, which enabled them to take out under-collateralized currency loans. There's more on that and the outages and everything, so if that one interests you, please have a look at that one. As we all know, we're still in an early space here, so there's lots of opportunities to people, within these early spaces to take advantage, and that's what's happening across the board. Great article here on Yahoo Finance, the tactic Russians are using to avoid sanctions. Goes on to say here, Russians are selling rubles for crypto in an effort to evade sanctions and settle cross-border payments, a money laundering expert has claimed. Due to the sanctions that prohibit Russian businesses from making international settlements in US dollars, companies and individuals are now turning to crypto as an alternative. Cryptocurrency activity in both Russia and Ukraine has spiked since the Russian forces invaded on 24th of Feb. And in March, Ukrainian hryvnia denominated crypto trade volume rose 121% to $307 million, while Russian ruble denominated crypto trade rose 35% to $805 million. It goes on to say here, there's been an increase in ruble for crypto trades on over 100 cryptocurrency exchanges that now serve Russia. Again, more information there if that one interests you, but as you can see, they're having problems, so they're turning into cryptocurrency. Cryptos is the future. Now, the last piece of paper-based news I have here for you today is on the Cryptopolitan. Will the Digital Yuan replace cash in China? I can't highlight this one for you, but I'll try to read some of the notes. China's Digital Yuan pilot test touched close to a staggering $14 million worth of transactions. The project, still in its pilot phase, has posted such a remarkable figure thanks to its massive patronage. This makes the Digital Yuan one of the most adopted digital currencies in the world, And it also makes a case for the CBDC replacing actual cash when it is eventually rolled out and open for use to the general public. So have a look at this one, especially if CBDCs interest you. Personally, I think they're the devil. I won't go anywhere near them, but I think they're coming to a country near you very soon. So at this stage, we now move on to some video news that I find, and I recommend you use YouTube for a great resource for your cryptocurrency-based news. It's fantastic stuff. And the first one here is on CNBC, and it's all kinds of things like Grayscale files a lawsuit against the SEC, Bitfury CEO lays out state of US regulation, and generally crypto news around the world. That one's on here for around about 13 minutes. So check out that one first. Maybe even subscribe to the channel. The next one I have here is a favorite of mine is Coin Bureau. A fantastic news here. And this is all kinds of crypto news on this one. It's BNB, MakerDAO, OPEC oil cut, lots about stable coins and a lot more here. And this one goes on for 23 minutes. So that's very good information on that one. Really recommend that. The next one here is an interesting interview on Savvy Finance. And it's got an interview with Vitalik Buterin, the Ethereum founder, and he says Ethereum is going to be a tsunami surge to a never level, and it's coming soon. And that goes on for around about 12 minutes. Have a look at that one and see what you think of that, especially if you're interested or hold Ethereum. Very interesting to see what's going on in that space. And the final one I have here is Altcoin Daily, and this goes on for around about 15 minutes, and it's titled "The Total Collapse in Crypto Market is Coming." And it's 3 people here giving their viewpoints on that. It's a great channel. They put out great content, great news. I would subscribe if I were you, but take a look at that one and see what you think. So that's it for my crypto news bites for this week. I hope you enjoy these. As with all these, leave any comments down below, anything you want me to look at. Contact me, let me know. Have a great weekend out there. As you can see, crypto is at 18,405 as I speak. It's dropped a couple of grand in the last couple of days. It's a bit of a dodgy landscape out there, so please be very careful. Do your research. Have a great week ahead. Take care. Namaste.